Okay, this is Cody and I'm gonna interview him about Twilight or 2012. Which one he's gonna prefer? Okay, which one do you prefer?
2012 because I'm not a fan of Twilight at all.
So you're gonna be excited for the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I hear 2012 has some neat special effects, so I guess 2012.
Thank you. What film do you prefer?
Twilight.
Why?
I like Bella and Jacob.
So you read all the books over the movies and heard it's gonna be cool, and you're gonna go there for the for the first day and watch it.
Yeah, probably. I'm going with my sisters.
That's cool. Thank you.
I like Twilight, the New Moon,
Why?
because there's vampires.
So you like vampires and you read all the books of Twilight and all that stuff?
I haven't read the books, I just watched the movie.
That's cool. Thank you.
2012.
2012.
Why?
Because Twilight is about vampires and I don't like vampires.
So you would just prefer 2012 because you don't like vampires, but you don't even know if you like 2012, right?
Right.
Cool. Thank you.
What is the question? 2012.
Twilight.
Why?
Because it's the best movie ever, duh.
What movie do you prefer?
Twilight,
Why?
because that's scary like 2012.
What do you prefer?
Twilight,
Why?
because 2012 had horrible acting in it, and it sucked.
Which one do you prefer?
Twilight,
Why?
because it's better.
Which one do you prefer?
2012.
Why?
Blow stuff up.
You're the loser.
So,
I'd probably have to go with 2012 over Twilight.
why?
Because, I mean, I'm a guy, number one. I'm not a huge Twilight fan, quite honestly.
Who like Twilight.
Well, yeah, all the other guys said Twilight, but okay, what's
Either of the two, but I just had to, I just suppose I'd pick that.
okay? What's your answer?
Of course, Twilight, because I read all the books and I have to watch this.
So you're a big fan?
Uh-huh.
2012.
Why?
It's more action-packed.
So
I don't really know anything about Twilight.
you've never seen the first one?
I saw the first one, but I didn't read any of the books. I'm not into that whole vampire stuff.
Okay, what's your answer?
Twilight, but I haven't seen 2012, so I wouldn't know about it.
So you just prefer Twilight because?
I like Twilight. It's a different type of movie. Never really got into, so it's pretty good.
2012.
Why?
There's no way I'm ever gonna see New Moon.
Why?
Because it's Twilight.
And you got out of the movie there.
Yeah, I'm not, no. There's no way I am gonna see a Twilight movie.
Okay, thank you.
Twilight.
Why?
Because I don't really know what 2012 is.
So you just prefer it because you don't know the other one, or are you a big fan of Twilight?
I'm not a big fan of Twilight, but I just don't think 2012 sounds that good.
Okay, what's your answer?
Twilight.
Why?
Because I saw the first movie, and I'm not a huge fan of Twilight, but I liked the movie, and I would like to see the other one.
And you, Lissy?
I would prefer Twilight because I liked the first one, I guess. Not a lot, but it was alright. And when you see movies that are okay, you gotta see the sequel. In 2012, I'll just see that later in my life.
2012.
Why?
Because the world ends.
So you want to die?
It's better than Twilight.
Definitely Twilight.
Why?
Because I've heard so many bad things about 2012. I've heard it's a really bad movie.
2012.
Why?
Because it looks more action-y and stuff.
Both look interesting to me because I'm a big fan of Twilight and because 2012 looks pretty interesting since it's about the end of the world.
So you can't decide between both?
No.
Twilight.
Why?
Because I've never heard of the other movie, and I like Twilight, and I'm a fan.
So you read all the books and all that stuff?
Yep.
Well, I think Twilight pretty stupid. 2012 is the mess. Y'all need to go see 2012.
I would rather see 2012 because I really have no interest in going out and seeing another Twilight movie. That's probably gonna suck compared to the books.
I like to see 2012 because it looks very interesting to see how the world is supposed to end.
Probably 2012 because it looked pretty cool on TV.
New Moon because New Moon would be cooler than 2012.
Probably New Moon because I like vampires and love stories.
New Moon
because I don't know, I'm just like one of those crazy Twilight obsessed people.
I'd rather see 2012 because, you know, it's an action movie and New Moon's kind of a girly movie, so I just rather see 2012.
2012, one, because I haven't read the book New Moon, and two, because 2012 just looks cooler.
I'd rather see New Moon because I already saw 2012, and 2012 to me wasn't really interesting. It was just very violent, and it had a lot of explosions, which is all good and dandy, but I think New Moon is going to be a little bit better.
I'd rather see New Moon, I guess, because I like the series, I guess, and I'm very anxious to see what will happen in the next movie.
Cool.
I'd rather see 2012 because not Twilight, which is dumb, and I hate Twilight because there's spider monkeys.
Probably 2012 because I would actually like to see what it's like to end the world.
So would you rather see 2012 or New Moon, and why?
Actually, I don't know what either is, so